We have 26 members present at the moment, and we have a quorum. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we do not have anyone signed up for the public testimony on the agenda item, so we will proceed to our agenda.
Chairman?
Yes.
It's Alderman Burke.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Chairman, given the fact that over the weekend we learned of the death of one of our former colleagues and a former chairman of the Committee on Finance, I'd like to recommend, before we begin, we take a moment of silence in memory of the former chairman of the Committee on Finance, Alderman Burke Materis.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could mute your microphones, I think we should all take that moment of silence. Thank you, Chairman Burke.
Shit.
Thank you, Chairman Burke.
Thank you.
I know that there will be a resolution for Alderman Materis, I think at the next meeting, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm not exactly sure of that. So I think as we move forward on that, it might be helpful for those of you who served with him to perhaps reach out to the administration or as we write this resolution up, to make sure that there's thoughts that you might want to share with the family or the public as we move forward on that. So again, thank you, Chairman Burke.
Chairman?
Yes, sir.
I've already submitted one for the consent calendar if anybody's interested in joining.
Okay.
Alderman Burke is Alderman Hairston. Please include me.
Also, Alderman Burnett also.
Alderman Silverstein as well.
Alderman Scott as well.
Alderman Beal.
And Alderman Dowell.
Alderman Brooken.
Thompson.
Pizzato.
Boucher.
Exposado.
Garza.
Osterman.
Harris.
Villegas.
Okay. We'll make sure that everybody works together to get signed on to that. I know that you contributed a lot to the city, as I'm sure Alderman Burke will be able to point out in the resolution, but hopefully we can say a few words about him in the next meeting. So moving on to the first agenda item, you should have in front of you the minutes per Rule 45 of the May Committee on Finance meeting. Does anyone have any questions?
Alderman
May I have a
Hairston
motion?
moves to pass.
Alderman Hairston has a motion for approval of the same roll call used to establish quorum. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All those opposed?
Aye.
Chairman Scott,
Yes.
just can you add me to the quorum call then?
Yes, I have you.
Thank you.
Do you have?
That was Alderman Brookins.
Do you have Alderman Mitts, Chairman
Yes,
Scott?
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, I
thank
do.
you.
In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it on item number 1 for the Rule 45 report, and the motion carries. Ladies and gentlemen, on the agenda, there were 2 items, number 2 and 3, that were communications from Department of Planning and Development on 2 projects for CPS. And at the request of Alderman Villegas, we will be holding items 2 and 3, which are intergovernmental agreements between the city and the Board of Education concerning certain developments at Northwest Middle School and Rheinberg Elementary. So we will move on to item number 4, communication from the Department of Law. Item number 4 is the monthly report of judgment, verdicts, and settlements from the Department of Law for the month of May 2020, and will be placed on file with the clerk.
Excuse me, Alderman.
I see your,
Chairman, Alderman Smith?
yes, I have your hand raised there. You wish to be counted in as on the quorum.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm sorry, Alderman, had a hard time turning on today. Thank you.
I have people hopping on the call a little bit late, so that's okay. Are there any aldermen who missed the quorum call other than Alderman Mitz, Brookins, Smith?
You're on mute.
Chairman.
If you came in late to the meeting, just raise your hand and let me know if you'd like to be counted as on the quorum call, which we already set in motion there. Ladies and gentlemen, item numbers 5 and 6 are off.
Chairman, you're
Chairman,
muted.
you're muted.
Can't hear you.
All right. Somebody's given a full out mute here. Alderman Derek Curtis, I see that you have your hand raised for quorum.
Yeah, for a quorum call, thanks.
Thank you. I have you down. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
Alderman Riley, can I also be recorded for the quorum? I can't raise my hand. I'm on an iPad.
Okay. Sorry about that. Yes, I have you.
So a lot of times you will buy business
Okay.
interruption.
I was on mute, but we were moving to items 5 and 6. These are authorizations for the payment of various small claims against the city and the denial of various small claims against the city. If there's no objection, I ask that these items be placed in the omnibus.
So moved.
So moved by Alderman Scott, I believe it was. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, moving on now to the supplemental agenda. On the supplemental agenda, we had one proposed order authorizing the Corporation Council to enter into and execute a settlement order in the case of Linda Moore, acting on as independent administrator for the estate of Charles Miles, deceased, versus the city of Chicago, in the amount of $200,000. We have Renee Rodney on the call, and she will give a quick overview of this case. Renee?
Good morning. I'm not sure if my video is showing up. Oh, there I am.
There you are.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Again, my name is Renee Rodney, First Assistant Corporation Counsel. Thank you for allowing me to testify today. I'm here to present one settlement for your consideration. This settlement involves a lawsuit brought by Linda Moore, independent administrator of the estate and sister of deceased Charlie Miles. On July 6, 2012, 2 City of Chicago paramedics were dispatched to a home on the 4100 block of West Adams in the early morning hours in response to a 911 call for medical assistance for 54-year-old Miles. According to the paramedics, when they arrived at Miles' residence, family members took Miles inside the house and shut the door. The paramedics did not provide any medical assistance to Miles, nor did they prepare an ambulance run sheet for the call documenting the lack of treatment. Later that morning, Miles was found dead. Plaintiff alleges that the 2 paramedics were willful and wanton in failing to initiate patient care and transport Miles in violation of EMS policies and procedures. The plaintiff also alleges that the city was willful and wanton in failing to supervise the paramedics. The recommended settlement amount of $200,000 represents a cost-effective measure to limit the city's financial exposure, and we ask that the committee approve it. I'm happy to take any questions.
If there's any questions, please use the raise your hand function unless you're Alderman Riley or anyone using an iPhone. Are there any questions? Okay, seeing as how there are no questions on this supplemental agenda item, may I have a motion for approval by the same roll call vote to use the established quorum?
Alderman Lopez. On this item.
Sorry, who was that?
Alderman
Pick
Lopez.
anyone.
Okay, Alderman Lopez moves to pass on item on the supplemental agenda item. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All those opposed?
Aye.
We have one question from Alderman Urban.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I wish to recuse myself in this matter. I've had dealings with this family in the past, and they are residents of my ward, and I wish to recuse myself from this matter.
Okay, thank you, Alderman Irvin. I'll make note of that. Okay, and the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it on this supplemental item, and the motion carries. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending the meeting today. This concludes the Finance Committee agenda. I hope that you all have a wonderful day as you work through some of these other issues. May I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion adjourned.
So move.
Alderman Sposato moves to adjourn. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? In favor, in the
In the opinion of the
in the
chair.
opinion of the chair, the ayes have it. Very quick meeting. Thank you all for coming today.